you today's 2022 30-minute sportivities. And of course, you see that my jerseys has changed. Of course, because when let's go straight, head over to the HQ of NBA. It's United States, where the 21-22 season was won by the Golden State Warriors after the last victory in 2018. Dub Nation, where's your boys? We heard them. They were loud and clear. The Warriors successfully won against the Boston Celtics in the finals and became the third successful team to win a championship in the NBA, with 7-time champion under Los Angeles Lakers and, of course, Boston Celtics.
The Golden State Warriors won the 2021-2022 NBA after beating the Boston Celtics in Game 6. This is the Warriors' 7th NBA title in history. Game 6 of the 2022 NBA Finals between the Boston Celtics and the Golden State Warriors take place at the TD Garden Arena, which is the home of the Boston Celtics. Stephen Curry appeared mighty by making 34 points for the Golden State Warriors. The 34-year-old basketball players won the final MVP award in this match. The last time the Warriors won the NBA was in 2018.
Now let's move on to the 2021 SEA Games in Vietnam, where Indonesia made history after the national men's basketball team defeating defending champion, the Philippines, 85-81. It was definitely a historical moment for the Indonesian men's basketball team after they brought home a gold medal for winning against the Philippines at the Tan Tri Gymnasium. The final match was tight and tense, as well as Indonesia was able to close the first quarter with 36-32 advantage. In the third quarter, Indonesia was behind 56-60, but they managed to turn things around, where Marcus Bolden scored 18 points for Indonesia and complete with 10 rebounds. Abraham Damer Grahida scored 17 points, followed by Derek Michael with 14 points and Brandon Jawato and Agassi Yeshe Guatara with 11 points each. From the Philippines, Matthew scored 23 points and Junmar Pahayardo at 20 points. Now Indonesia has become the third country to win gold from SEA Games basketball category, besides the Philippines and also Malaysia. Moving on to Formula E and MotoGP, this year Indonesia had the honor to organize the two biggest racing events in Jakarta and Lombok, West Nusa Tenggara, respectively.
We go green in Jakarta. It's a pretty slow start for Da Costa. That gives Evans an opportunity.
The capital, Jakarta, for the first time had the honor to host the Formula E, or Jakarta E-Prix, on June the 4th, 2022. The racing event was held in the Ancol Circuit area, North Jakarta. Chief Executive of the Jakarta E-Prix, Sahroni, said that the Formula E managed to break the record for the number of spectators. Not only Formula E, Indonesia also was one of the countries included in the MotoGP calendar. Here, the Mandalika circuit was the second to host the MotoGP. The first one was in Sentul, where the MotoGP races was held in 1996 and 1997. The Mandalika circuit is located in Pujut District, Central Lombok, spanning 1,035.67 hectares of land. Carry the concept of a highway track with a high level of security.
Max Verstappen emerged as the 2022 Formula One champion when the race took place at Suzuka Circuit in Japan, while Ducati racer Francesco Bagnaia became a world or MotoGP world champion for the first time.
Max Verstappen emerged as the 2022 F1 Japanese Grand Prix champion at Suzuka Circuit. The race took place on a wet track due to heavy rain, which temporarily suspended the race after 3 laps. The International Automobile Federation, or FIA, later confirmed that full points were awarded and Verstappen won as the world champion. The Belgian Dutch racer received 366 points, placing him on top of the F1 standings, and followed by Sergio Perez with 253 points and one ahead of Charles Leclerc. For MotoGP, Francesco Bagnaia became the first Ducati racer to win the competition in 15 years. Bagnaia finished the 9th in the 2022 Valencia MotoGP race at the Ricardo Tormos circuit. His collection of 265 points was impossible for anyone to overtake. In addition to that, Bagnaia was also the first Italian racer to win a Premier Class World title since Valentino Rossi in 2009, and it took 4 years for the third-born racer to compete at primary level before winning.
And now from the world of badminton, the entire series of BWF World Tour Badminton Tournament for 2022 have concluded, and Indonesia's achievements have been quite stunning this year. Let's take a look. In total, Indonesia clinched 13 titles, which are 3 ahead of Japan and South Korea. However, the achievements of the red and white contingent are still far behind China, which won 28 titles. Among the Indonesian players, Fajar Alfian and Muhammad Rian Ardianto's achievement were the most encouraging, as they were able to qualify for 8 finals by winning 4 titles. Meanwhile, the couple who made a surprising appearance this year were Apriani Rahayu and Siti Fadia Silva Ramadanti. The two were only paired at the beginning of the year, but have already achieved pretty good achievements. Fadia became Apriani's partner after Gracia Poli decided to retire. Apriani and Fadia won 2 titles out of 3 final matches. Not only that, they also won a gold medal in the 2021 SEA Games. In the men's singles, Jonathan Christie qualified for 3 finals and was able to win 1 title. The only title he won was in the 2022 Swiss Open. Another Indonesian men's singles player, Antoni Sinisuka Ginting, won 2 out of 3 finals, namely Hilo Open 2022 and Singapore Open 2022. In the mixed doubles, Rehan Naufal Kusharjanto and Lisa Ayu Kusumawati clinched a title in the Hilo Open 2022, which was their only title out of 3 chances to qualify for the final. And definitely was a big year for Indonesia in the world of sports, as the country had the honor to hold a series of international level sporting events, including ASEAN Para Games, Golf, and Climbing World Cup.
This year, Indonesia also hosts the 2022 Asian Para Games sports event in Surakarta, Central Java. This activity took place from July 30th to August the 6th, 2022, and was joined by 11 countries. Indonesia came out as the overall champion with 175 gold medals. Featuring striving for equality as the main theme, the competition was attended by 1,907 people, consisting of 1,248 athletes and 659 officials from 11 Asian countries. Meanwhile, from the world of golf, Indonesia also held an international golf tournament called the 2022 Indonesian Masters at the Royal Jakarta Golf Club. Indonesia was also given the opportunity again. For the first time, it was entrusted with hosting one of the 2022 Climbing World Cup series. This year, the 9th series was being held for the first time in capital city, Jakarta. Indonesia managed to clinch 1 gold and silver medal in the speed climbing. Gold was won by Aspar Jailolo, who beat fellow Indonesian climber Kiromal Katiben in the final. In addition, Indonesian climber Frederick Leonardo was named as a man's world record holder in speed climbing.
And that does it for today's episode of the See Today's 2022 30-minute Sportivities. And as we know, Indonesia had hosted a lot of international sports events. You got the Formula E, MotoGP. We have the Climbing World Cup itself. Don't forget about the Indonesian Master, which they elevate themselves as an international series, apart and sanctioned by the Asian Tour. And again, the cherry on top was the World Cup itself, for the international spectacle. As we all know right now, the world is very unstable, very unpredicted. But one thing that you can unify and united everything together and everyone in this globe together is through sports. At the end of the day, my name is Caroline Soerachmat, and of course, we'll see you again on next year's 30-minute Sportivities. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again.